What's up, guys? I hope you all are having an amazing day. It is Thursday and I'm here to do our daily read aloud. And today's book is actually it's a super special and really meaningful book, and it's titled Be a King. And it's about Martin Luther King, which lots of us know about and we've learned about in school, but it's also about how Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s story and his life can help us to achieve some dreams and make a big difference in our world. So before we get into it, what I want you to think about as we read this story is, what are some things in the world or in your life that you want to stand up for to make right? So maybe it's something that you think is not right, maybe someone not being nice, or maybe there's something in your world that you want to change for the better. And as we read this story, I want you to think about what are some ways that you could do that and how could you stand up for what's right, like Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. did. And so it's titled Be a King, Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s Dream and You. And it's written by Carol Boston Weatherford and illustrated, so the pictures, which are really awesome in this book, are by James Ransom. So let's get started and figure out how each of us can be a king or a queen. I want you to be able to see the pictures good today because they're pretty awesome. Here we go. This is a quote to start our book by Dr. Martin King Jr. himself. It says, "Everybody can be great because everybody can serve. You don't have to have a college degree to serve. You don't have to make your subject and your verb agree to serve. You don't have to know about Plato and Aristotle to serve. You don't have to know Einstein's theory of relativity to serve. You don't have to know the second theory of thermodynamics and physics to serve. You only need a heart full of grace and a soul generated by love." And I see a theme in here already in terms of what Martin Luther King sees as greatness. And I think he sees greatness as being a servant. So let's check this story out. You can be a king. Marvel at creation. Keep the faith of your ancestors. You can be a king. Know that bigotry hurts. That's a really fancy word for not treating people right or not being kind to others or judging them based on their differences. Remember how you felt when you were treated unfairly. It's always good to remember how we feel so that we can make a difference and make sure that we don't do that to others. You can be a king. Admit that you've done wrong. Just say, "I'm sorry," and mean it. Really good advice. We all make mistakes. Even I make mistakes every day, and I have to apologize and change some things that I do sometimes. You can be a king. Know that dividing walls should come down. You have glimpsed the other side. You can be a king. Break the chains of ignorance. Learn as much as you can. It's good advice. King. This is him outside of a really super famous college, Morehouse. Some of you might already know about that from learning in school. You can be a king. Stand for peace. Band together against bullies. We know that's super important. We always band together and make sure that other people don't feel like they're left out or that they're mistreated. You can be a king. Sing a song of freedom. Keep your eyes on the prize and hold on. You can be a king. Stamp out hatred. Put your foot down and walk tall. You can be a king. Answer your critics. Believe in your cause and state it plainly. That means don't be afraid to answer those who might question you or push back on when you're standing up for what's right. It's okay. You can be a king. Have a dream. Make yours great enough to grow into it. I love that part of the book because sometimes our dreams are even bigger than something we could even imagine that we could do, but we can grow into our dreams by constantly getting better, by praying, by learning, by speaking up and taking action. You can be a king. Make the world take notice. Do your very best at whatever you do. I love that. no matter what we do, we want to do it the best that we can. And actually the Bible talks about that. It says whatever we put our hand to, that we should work at it as if we're working for the Lord. And so I love this part of the book. You can be a king. Beat the drum for justice. March to your own conscience. Always stand up for what we know is right. You can be a king. Lift up the less fortunate. Be the king or queen of help. You can be a king. Set your sights on the mountaintops. Climb a little higher each and every day. The end. So scholars, I just want to encourage you, whatever it is that you are thinking about that you want to make better in the world, you can grow into those dreams and you can take action every single day, because God has given you a purpose and He's given you passion and a meaning, and each of you are going to change the world in your own way. I love you guys. I miss you. Have a wonderful day. God bless you.